This first picture is to show hunting and gathering. The man on the right was hunting those birds in the top right corner, and the women on the left are gathering food, so at the end of the day, they can pull together and eat a variety of foods. The second picture is to show Native Americans farming and the start of agriculture. It's also to show the slow transition between hunting and gathering to agriculture. On this slide, it shows some of the major practices of agriculture. Some of these practices were the shaduf, which was an irrigation system, crop harvesting, and animals plowing the farm. This slide shows two of the major inventions used in agriculture. The first one being the cedar plow. This allowed farmers to plant seeds in a more efficient and quick way, and the wheel was used to distribute crops from place to place. This slide shows a picture of fire. Fire was extremely important and vital for survival, used to cook food, used for light, to keep bugs away, and for warmth. Caution. In the next slide, we'll be experiencing extreme cuteness. Those with weak hearts should shield their eyes. In this slide, I chose a picture of a baby cow. I chose this picture because it is a huge part of food production now, and also it's extremely cute. This slide is to show the different ancient food practices. Like, for example, in this picture, they have a old clay cooker that they cook bread in. This slide is to represent ancient Chinese food practices. Now, this is a very iconic and widely known food called the dumpling. It is filled with various meats and veggies, and it's not only eaten in China, it's eaten all around the world and known all around the world. This is an image of an ancient Mayan civilization. It has various heights of temples, and it seems that there is a common meeting area where people gather in the center, and I'm assuming that the higher your temple or house is, the more power you have. This slide shows ancient food preservation practices, which is drying their spices and putting them in rock or stone containers like such. In this slide is a prime example of geographic luck, because on the left you see that fine gentleman standing in a field of dead crops because the temperature and the soil could not support the crops, and on the right you see a flourishing wheat field that has the perfect temperature and soil to support it. In the slide, it shows how if you put a small amount of effort into solving food inequality, it can happen. This last picture is to support the honor section of the documentary, which is what is local food inequality, why does it exist, and how can we help to solve it. Now, my last picture showed how we could help the community and help local food inequality, and it is when some people have food and some people don't, and why it exists is because it's difficult to give people what they need right when they want it with so many people, and this picture is a prime example of it because the wealthier man gets what he wants when he wants it, and the not so fortunate man down at the bottom gets the crumbs of this, and that is food inequality.